So, dear students, as I had told you that we'll start with the one chapter because we have to cover the whole syllabus of class 10 social science. So, today I'm going to take chapter number 1 of economics. And yes, economics you have started learning in a different book from last year, from ninth class. So, it's a little new thing for you, and now you're going to learn more about some technical things in economics like per capita income. You will be learning about the GDP, gross domestic product. So, all these things we are going to learn. And in this chapter, the first chapter, which is development, you are going to learn about what is the meaning of development first, and how it is different for everybody. And in today's world, as we all know, that everybody is trying to grow. They are trying to make their economy better, their technology better, and everything um better. So, how are they growing? How are they developing? Which all institutions are involved in that? And what are the different aspirations, goals of people in life if they talk about development? We'll be learning all this. But before I start this chapter, I would like to ask from you that if I say, what is development for you? What would you what would come first in your mind? Just write it in the comment. So I'm beginning it with the book as well as certain notes which are prepared by me. So let's start. Okay, so I'm going to talk about first the development. So, development's meaning, if we go through NCRT, it says improvement in quality of life. It means that every aspect of lifestyle should improve. That is what is the meaning of development. If I say one day uh, one boy, let's say Raghu, used to live in a hut because his salary was very low. But now, as he is educated and he has a good salary package, so now he lives in a flat or an apartment. It means there is improvement in the quality of life, and it is now going to be called as development. Next, different people have different life developmental goals, right? So if I say one rickshaw wala, suppose there is one rickshaw wala, and he thinks of development, or he thinks of some goals in life. Sorry. So he must be thinking of having one three wheeler, or maybe earning more than whatever he's earning right now. That may be his goal. Or maybe making his son or daughter uh, get educated. So these can be his goal, right? And if a rich person like Ambani or Adani thinks about development, they will be thinking about, okay, I have one company, I will start one more company. So there can be different goals for everyone in the life if we think of development for them. So here some examples are given. Suppose we let's take example of a student like you. So what will be a development for you, as I asked? So it can be your marks, which can improve every time, your career, which can be a better option for you, like wherever you want to go, you will be thinking of it. Or maybe money, which you will earn after getting educated, or the freedom which everybody wants in their life. So all these can be your uh, goals in life, right? In the same way, other different people, like a woman in Indian patriarchal society, like a girl who is pretty educated, but she lives in a middle class family, but and she wants to go for a job, but she's not allowed. So her goal must be to get that freedom to choose the job opportunities as per her choice, right? So this way development can be subjective for everyone. It is subjective for everyone. Goals differ person to person. So I have opened the book side by side. You can see here this picture is saying that there are so many pictures in one. There are some vehicles, right? On road there is a house, you can see, and there is a rickshaw puller, you can see. So everybody is there, right? But all are interlinked, all are connected with each other. Without one, other's goal cannot be fulfilled, right? Suppose you're talking about a rich person who has a car but no time to drive. So what he wants or she wants a driver. So without a driver, they cannot manage, right? So driver is required. Suppose we are living in a very big bungalow, right? And in that bungalow there are so many rooms, you cannot do all the cleaning at that place all alone. So you need some helper, right? So in that case, without them you will not be able to fulfill your desires. So this is why everybody is interlinked, everybody is connected with each other, and that's how the world works, right? Okay, now next thing, if you see, it is saying conflicting goals of development, like how one person's development is problem to somebody else. It's a very simple example. If you see, when the metro construction started, at that time, many people's houses were demolished, right? When Ayodhya Ram Mandir was being constructed, many people, that is a recent example, many people lost their shops, the small shops which they had constructed, the small settlements were demolished. So it's not necessary that goals of development of one will be same for the other. It can be conflicting, it can be a problem for others, right? So this is how it is showed. See, it is showing that how highway construction or metro construction led these people to come on road, right? They are sleeping, they are shelterless, you can see in this picture. Then now people are protesting everywhere, and then this development happened. But it is on the cost of many people's uh, home, shops, all were demolished, right? So we can say that development can create conflicts. It may not be same for everybody, right? Suppose Ambani is trying to make big shopping malls. To make those shopping malls, have you must have seen in movies also that big businessmen want to uh, make big construct big malls or big something big infrastructure, big factories, but then they have to purchase the land of the small like land of small factory owners or land of small fields. So this way it conflicts their developmental goals, right? They are not supposed to displace from that place, but they have to do it because the other person wants development. So it is conflicting somewhere. So that's how it is, not every time equal for everybody. Development can create conflicts. Now, next thing is income and development. So, we have learned in ninth class also that poverty can be measured through the income, right? And we had seen that there was certain annual income, per person income, and on the basis of that, we were trying to find out who are below poverty line and who are above poverty line. Same concept we will use here, and but in a different manner. We'll now learn how to calculate per capita income, which means per person's income, right? So that we will see here. And we all know that income is very important, because without income, that is the money which you are earning, if you are not earning that, you will not be able to survive, you will not be able to fulfill your daily life requirements, right? So it is the very important factor in our life, right? But it's not the only factor. Income is important, but not only income is important. There are so many factors responsible for development, okay, human lives, lifestyles development. So let's take one example from, again, from the classroom, that suppose there is a student who's having all the things whatever he or she likes, okay, but they don't have time to learn, right? Or they are not that smart, right? So money cannot solve all the problem, right? And there is a person who is having good income, right? And in the classroom, if I talk about the classroom, so suppose there is one student who's having all the stationaries and everything, all the pens, but his handwriting or her handwriting is so poor. What will he or she will do with those stationery material? But there is one student who can do so beautiful sketches with one pencil or a pen, then it's enough for them, right? So it's not just the resources we are talking about. And in real life, if we talk about the people, a rich person who's every time stressed that how to earn more money or how to save it or something like that, that person is not happy. It means the development is not there, right, in the money. And the other side, a person who's having average income but is happy, is not that stressed, so it's like a balanced life. So money cannot be everything, okay? Money cannot only be the uh, thing for development. We have other things also added to it. So, conclusion is that income gives choices, but it does not ensure happiness. You have money, you can do many things with that money, but it is not necessary that it will ensure our happiness every time. So, that is a different thing. And you would be surprised to know that as in India, we have uh, per capita income in and that is the measurement for like human development index, like how people are developing in a country. But in Bhutan, you will see there is happiness index, right? So people's happiness is also measured over there. So there are different things which we need to learn from uh, outside also, not from the textbook. There are so many things you should connect and you should learn all those things. Then we come to per capita income, which is in short called PCI. Per capita income is used to compare countries' development, right? If I know today how USA is more developed than India, we will have one measure, that is one aspect on which we compare them, is income, per capita income. Like suppose the whole country's income is 100 rupees and there are 10 people living. So every person income is 10 rupees per person income, right? Okay. So this is how per capita income is calculated. Now, if you see the simple thing which I said, that the whole country's population is 10, let's say, and the whole country's income is 100 rupees per year, right? So, what we will do, we will divide that 100 rupees with 10 rupees and you will get per capita income. So, what would be the formula for this? So, you would see that per capita income's formula is total income divided by total population of any country. Okay, and you would be happy to know that this simple concept was asked this time in your 10th class exam. So it is very, very important. You should learn it carefully. Then comes how do we classify? So, as I said, America and India, so they do this thing for classification of the countries. They divide it like high income countries or low income countries. These are the classification of the countries, and on the basis of that, they divide the country, who all are developed country, who all are developing country, right? So this way. And there's one more category, underdeveloped countries. Okay, so this is how we can do it. So you understood, I hope you have understood that per capita income means total income of a country divided by total population of that country. So you will get the per capita income. Okay. Now it's saying what is the limitation of per capita income. Suppose we are taking out per capita income of any country, right? And it's very simple to understand. Suppose in a country one person is a rickshawala and is earning every day 100 rupees, and there's one person like Ambani and he's earning around 1 crore every day or 100 crore every day, right? So how can you like get an average? You will not get an average. There's a very big gap between that one rickshawala and one that businessman. So this per capita income is quite confusing, right? Okay, and every time the few rich people dominate this average. You are understanding what does it mean? It says that in a country there are so many types of people. There is a huge gap between rich and poor, and it is being fulfilled by just taking out the average. That's not the correct thing, right? So this is one limitation of it. And the second is it ignores quality of life. It does not talk about health, education. It's just talking about money. So it is ignoring the most important aspects of our lives. So it cannot be directly uh, used to just measure the development of a person, right? So this is how we need to understand. The next is conclusion. So per capita income is useful but incomplete when we try to measure the development of any country, right? Now after this I will continue in the next video. Let me know if you've understood whatever I have explained here in this video, and if there is any need to improve things, you can just put it in comments and I'll try my best to improve it. Thank you so much.